Running backs coach, Tashard.
How are y'all doing though? Good. Praying for make sure y'all stay safe.
We were waiting just to get over here with you.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Questions for Coach Choice?
Kind of, you obviously are limited what JP's doing there coming off the last shoulder. How do you kind of balance how you use the other backs? And is that a good experience for them to get all this extra work?
Yeah, I think, first for JP, the biggest thing for him was the fact that he's been out. He's had more of a leadership role. And it's been good because he haven't had a chance to play, and helping them other guys, helping them on assignments, and being like a little coach when I'm on the other side has been helpful. The other guys are stepping in and they're working. For them to get reps, quality reps, to see things, to make mistakes, is going to be a big part of their development. You know what I mean? So just sitting here watching them guys play, watching them run around, make moves, make cuts, miss blocks, it's all a part of it. So I'm excited where they at right now.
Have you seen a jump in skill and everything from Griffin and Smith from last year?
Yeah, Jemiah's really attacked the summer. One thing about high school kids when they get to college, sometimes the speed is different, understanding the playbook. Sometimes it takes kids a year. He's different, and I'm excited for him. You could just tell his demeanor, how he runs, how he finishes runs. He looks faster, he looks tougher. Dante, another guy who's got bigger, gained like 10 pounds, 12 pounds of muscle, kept his weight up. So now he's 195 instead of being 180, 183. And so you get a guy like Dante that comes in who can do a lot of different things in the backfield, can run, has a great burst. It's just to Coach Lou and what they did in the offseason and them guys being focused and doing what they have to do to get on the football field because it's going to be competition.
The guy who's kind of surprised me a little bit this spring has been Tony, who was kind of like an odd fit. He was a very much north-south runner in high school and stuff. It seems like he's really learned to use his hands, and his all-around game is just seems night and day even from last fall.
Right. I love Tony. Funny kid. You know what I mean? And so last year you had to tell Tony every single thing. This year he's understanding, he has more confidence, he's playing better, and he's great for the team. Everybody in the locker room, we love him being around him. The kid works, he loves football. As you can see, them two are sitting over there working, JP and Tony. They still working right now. Just one of the little things he has to do to get himself an opportunity. So whatever you have to do to get on the field, you're going to have to do it. And we see everything. I'm sitting over here watching him to see what he's doing, so that's good for him.
With Bruce, it's a very interesting storyline, and seeing kind of what he did in high school at the position. And it kind of speaks for itself. But what were those early conversations like with you and him in terms of making the transition?
First with Bruce, I really wanted to coach Bruce. Not even just from a football standpoint, but just as a personal standpoint. Good kid, but just needs some mentoring and just steering in the right direction. He understands, things haven't worked out the way he has wanted them to, but he has continued to come in and fight. And so the perseverance of being able to do that, I respect that. And so having him come out here on the football field, he's a bigger back. He can run. He has speed, but he's gonna have to work. He's gonna have to work. This room is gonna be packed. A lot of guys gonna be, trying to get playing time. So he understands what he's up against. But he comes in every day with a good attitude. He's coachable. Something I love about him.
Kind of going off of that, the competition in the room. It's almost kind of like a good problem to have in your case. At this point in the spring, what kind of is your evaluation process like in terms of looking ahead and looking down the road and your expectations of where these guys are?
You get in the spring ball, you really want to see what guys can come in and really hands off and see if they can make how they do on the football field. If I have to coach them or overcoach them, or see if guys come in and study, or they on time, do they do extra? All those little things factor into who's going to play on the football field. And so when I'm watching the guys, they understand that. So I make it evident. How you do on the field, we grade film. Every single play is graded. So when it comes down and whoever plays on the field, they already know because they earned it. And nothing is given to anybody on this foot on the running back position as well. And special teams, being a part of special teams, like I was a third back. So when I went to the Cowboys, it's Marion Barber, Felix Jones. I had to play special teams. That was my role. And then you play special teams and you find your way to get in on offense. Those little things take forward. Like at OU, it was Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, and me. Them are dudes. So to get on the football field, you have to do everything you can to get on the field.
It seems like
you mentioned last year that all of them can run the ball, that they'd have to do the little things to get on the field. Have you seen them doing those little things that you're looking for?
Yeah, year two will be totally different. for them. You know, JP hit the curve early, and he separated early. He a heck of a running back. He got to get back. He's going to get back healthy, get 100%. And so them other guys, they saw his example. And so, you know, we had Nathan Cottrell in the room last year, and you see how hard and how well he practiced. And so guys like that, the younger guys saw that. So that power of example mattered. And so now them guys came in, they worked their tail off, and all those little things they know they have to do to get on the field. And it's awesome because they all respect it. At the end of the day, they all pull for each other, but they know it's all competition.
In retrospect, what was, when you look back at JP and what he was able to do, you said he started off pretty quick. What allowed him to do that?
You know, on this field right here, you know, when JP got here, he was a good football player, but his mental, he didn't understand what it took. How hard you have to work, how well you have to be in the facility for everybody, teachers, faculty, coaches, trainers, to everybody to say nothing but good words about you, because your reputation and what's on your on your back of your jersey means something. Mason, that means something to him. And so for me to talk to him was more, hey JP, bump football, who do you want to be? Who are you? And so me and him butted heads, and he'll tell you. But ultimately, he knew I loved him more than anything. And so that discipline and being on top of him, he changed. And so once he saw success, he took off. And now he's even more dialed in. So I can't wait to see him really go, because he understands the offense more. He understands how to run the ball more. He's been a better leader. He's going to be bigger, faster, stronger this year. So I'm excited to see what he does.
In terms of route running and those kinds of things, it seems like your guys are running a lot better and catching the ball better. Does that kind of speak to maybe their off-season work on their own with the quarterbacks and that kind of thing, and it's showing up now in practice more? You
know, that's one of the biggest things. We always go into each year trying to mature, trying to evolve. One of the biggest things I told the guys would be better away from the football, run better routes, catch the football. We want to block better, you know what I mean, for the quarterback. All the things, carrying the football. We always strip things where I want to make sure them guys understand what's important for year in and year out. So catching the football, running, finishing, how you run on your blocks is important. So it's been something we've been doing since the season ended. I'm fired up, you know what I mean, to come back this year and to see how the guys develop and see what we do year 2.
You would know better than most, like Jordan, does he look like he's got an NFL future as long as he stays in the
you got to stay healthy. He has to work. He has the ability, but more importantly, he's getting the mind frame. Most people think football is so much physical. It's mental. Being able to step in every day and be consistent, to know what you have to do, to be on time, to be dialed in every day, to have that extreme focus. That's one thing that I realized the most when I was in the league. Being detailed on every single thing you do, coming in early, leaving late, they watch everything. So like them scouts yesterday when they was doing pro day, they see how far you finish, do you jog back. All the little things, they take notes to see who you really are. So since I've been there, that's my job to teach him. Hey, look, this is what they're going to look for. This is what you have to do. So all those little things, I hope he do it. If he do it well, he have an opportunity.
You spent a lot of time yesterday, I noticed, just talking to your guys during pro day. Is that kind of one of those things where it reinforces all of the things, because you're constantly on guys and on every drill, like making sure their details are down? Is that maybe help reinforce that when they can see what the scouts are looking at and you're talking to them about it?
Absolutely. So, you know, when I was here, Coach Gailey coached in the NFL for a long time, and Coach Curtis Mockins, the running back coach for the Broncos, he was my running backs coach. And so them guys having the pedigree of coaching NFL guys, it was always taught that way. He made me watch all the little things because he's been on the other side where you critique those guys. And me coaching at the Cowboys, when we brought people in, I was one of the dudes that looked for people to finish. I was one of the dudes that looked to see who they really are. And so when you're on the sideline, you try to tell the guys just to try to give them little nuggets of wisdom on how you attack that day. Because really, your pro day starts every day. So if your best day you look on pro day is your best day, you done cheated me. You should look and come and attack that day every day while you're in college. So when you're out here, it's just another day.
Is that why you have guys, like I notice a lot of times, they'll run through
Always.
the end zone every time?
Always, because see, yesterday I saw Nate run, and then I saw Nate jog back. And I seen him run another route. Then I saw him jog back. And so every single day we have catapult numbers, and Nate Cottrell's name is always on top of that catapult number. And so when he came out here for pro day, that's who he was. It was no different. Everybody here knew what Nate Cottrell was going to do. And so all the running backs noticed that. I said, just look at him. He was in shape. Had his shirt off, cut up, running. That's the type, them type of people that you stand on the table for. So anytime a scout or anybody asks any questions about him, it's always great things. And so them guys have to see that. Sometimes it's just a vision you can see, and then you put that in your bank, and now, you can do something with it.
This is the first time that we're getting to talk to you since Jameer signed, and I was up in Dalton, and the first question was like, why Georgia Tech? Obviously, and without missing a beat, he said Coach Choice. Can you kind of speak to y'all's relationship, because it does seem like there's something special there?
Yeah, the main thing when I talked to Ja was always I wanted to be personal with him. And football-wise, you can have big facilities, you can have everything, but I wanted to know who he was and vice versa. So getting to know his whole family, spending time talking to him, and then him understanding where I come from and me understanding his situation, it was huge. And just that relationship, I don't like to bother kids. If a kid want to be here, I want them here. If they don't, I find somebody else. You know what I mean? And so me and him understanding that, I love the way he work. And then besides just tell him how good he is, I tell him on things he need to work on. And so I say, hey, man, you're pretty good, but I think I was a little better in this area. Hey, you were a little faster than I was, but you can do this. Just to try to give him some nuggets to always try to get better. I think he respects that.
Yeah. He said that, a big reason also was that y'all were pursuing him from day one, kind of before he was even on any national rankings or anything like that.
Right.
What tipped you off to him in the first place?
The thing that I don't see stars. I see backs and what they can do, especially in our offense. And being with the Cowboys and learning the scouting department and learning from coaches, you figure out what you're looking for on film. And so once you see what you see, you trust yourself. And so when I saw it, I said, this guy better than all of them. I just knew it. And when I told him, he didn't believe me. And so I said, God, Ja, you my number one dude. I said, I'm going to show you. And so I just stayed on him. Then he trusted me. And so that's just part of the recruiting process, getting to know him and just to let him know, man, look, if you come here, I'm done. We want you here. And so I'm excited to see what he do, because he competes. He's quiet like Marshawn Lynch. He won't say a word, but that joker competes. And I can't wait to have him here. That's my dude.
With guys like Christian or Dante, where they saw last season, obviously they recognize that Jordan's a very good player, Jemias and and like, how do you? And I heard you saying before about it's open to details and all that, but like, how do you encourage them, or do you sense that they need that boost to stick with us, and your chance will come if you kind of keep doing the things you're supposed to do?
I tell them every single day, you have to do well on special teams, because the more you play on those, the more everybody see you. But regardless of that, how you practice. If they practicing well, they doing what they have to do, in the off season in the classroom, then those guys are gonna have opportunity. Because how you do everything is how you do anything. You know what I mean? And you can really see that. Guys that like Dante, he's doing well in the classroom. Malloy's doing well in the classroom. When they come out here on the football field, they have picked up their level of competition. And I respect that. And so they understand what's at task, what's at hand. But special teams, all of them though, not just JP, all of them have to do it. We all have to do it, and just to get above the line, and you don't know when your opportunity comes. Somebody get banged up. That's what sort of was what it was like me. I had 2 backs go out in the first game, and I had to start against Pittsburgh. And if you're not ready for that game, you're in trouble, because they're going to get somebody else to replace you. You know what I mean? And so me trying to get them to understand and educate them on that was huge.
About 15 months into being back here and coaching at this level, kind of what's something you learned that's different about being at Georgia Tech again as a coach, and in that time period that's kind of stuck out in your mind?
The whole the atmosphere is different from when I left, but the guys, you see the camaraderie they're having now. And year one was more of a transition. And now that we done had the guys for a whole year, and you can see how well they gelling together as a team. You can see how much better they look, and understanding the plays and being more detailed. It's like night and day for me. Being able to sit back, and last year you coaching every single detail. This year you sit back and let them mess up. And then they come over and tell you, hey, coach, that's my fault. I had this route. You know what I mean? Those type of things help so much. And so being able to be hands-on and not having to be so over the top over them all the time has helped. And so the guys are doing their part. They work their tail off. It's just my credit to them.
Do you think that now not having to specifically tell people, like, hey, you got to do this, go do it, and they can kind of do it themselves, can this process be accelerated now because of that?
Absolutely. And so that comes with film study. That comes with doing more and asking questions. So I tell the guys, like, most of the time, when you in film, ask questions. Make them get on the board. Draw up all 22. We run this play. What are we trying to do? Who are we trying to influence? You ask those type of questions. So now, instead of just seeing their part, they now see the whole. And that's the biggest thing for the development of a running back. If I know I have to block this guy to this guy, then I know what the linemen have. What routes do the receivers run? Once you get to that point, you will really advance. And now you can play fast and react faster. So you'll see the game and slow down for you.
Do you guys feel like you're running more plays and stuff in practice this spring than you did last year? Because it seems like you're having to stop a whole lot less to fix or tweak anything.
To my last year?
Yeah, versus now it seems like the play numbers up a little bit.
Always. And Coach Collins is big on that. He wants to get a lot of plays, a lot of reps, so you can go back and just get the guys. You know, everything we do is on repetitions. So everything we do, we want to make sure the guys do it and just see them make mistakes. And then once you see them not and do the right way and correct themselves, it's good to see. Because a lot of times you can coach guys a lot, but to actually do it on the football field and do it the right way is a different story.
Anything else for Coach Joyce?
You guys are awesome. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.